Chances are good you're celebrating this 4th of July weekend with a trip to the pool or the lake, but you might not know the administration cut a drowning prevention team from the CDC this year as part of the broader federal layoffs. Danny Spiewak joins us now in Crystal with a closer look at that. Danny?
Well, water safety is, of course, top of mind for a lot of families here on July 4th, and there have been some concerns that have emerged recently after the Trump administration did cut a program at the federal level through the CDC that was working on drowning prevention and data analysis and that sort of thing, although the Trump administration says it's not abandoning prevention efforts as a whole. On the 4th of July, thousands of families across Minnesota are heading to the pool or the lake.
When people are out the most swimming, it's very important that people are aware of the dangers of the water.
That's why attorney Haley Taylor Schlitz is calling attention this week to cuts to a CDC drowning prevention team, which tracked drowning data and patterns. In an editorial for the Minnesota Star Tribune, Schlitz wrote that Black Americans will be harmed in particular because there will be fewer people to analyze drowning disparities.
There's going to be more drownings and more fatalities than need to be and than anyone would want because this is cut, because this important data, this important coverage.
The cuts to the CDC team were part of larger federal layoffs this year in Health and Human Services. In a statement, an HHS spokesperson told KARE 11 that the safety and well-being of all Americans, especially our nation's children, is a top priority. The department is strongly committed to preventing tragic and preventable deaths, including those caused by drowning. HHS will continue to support evidence-based drowning prevention efforts across the country. During a budget hearing in May, HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy spoke more generally about the need for restructuring across his department.
All the money that we've been pouring into these programs for years has not resulted in better health for Americans.
It should be noted that drowning deaths in the U.S. spiked after the pandemic.
You know, and I'm worried that there's going to be more and more families that are not aware of this work.
Also, another notable statistic from the CDC, drowning is the leading cause of death for young kids ages 1 through 4. Back to you.
Danny, I hear them concerned about the data collection. Was this group actually going out and sort of like teaching kids and doing prevention around this as well?
There was some element of that where they were working with local groups like the YMCA, so that relationship moving forward is unclear from the federal part. But the main crux of it was really this data and the analysis. The data will still exist. There just aren't the people right now at the CDC to go through it and identify patterns and that sort of thing.
All right, Danny, thank you.